ball and super great strength. They're going to be great contributors to this team this year.
Yeah, they've definitely put some time in this year. Michael, tell our fans what it's like. Because I know you've been involved for semi-pro football and for a few years, and tell our fans what it's like, the mentality playing under Coach Brian Roten for defensively.
Well, he's an intense coach to say the least. He's a good role model as far as being prepared for the game. He studies a lot of film. He keeps us updated. He's always going to send pressure on every play, but the one thing I like about his style of football is it's never the same guy. And he's a gambler. He is really a gambler, but when you have the talent out there to back up a guy who's blitzing, or if you're doing a stunt on the defensive line, the guys behind you got your back. Having played for him for 5 years now, I've settled into his defensive scheme. It's not complicated, but once you learn it, everybody knows what every other player is doing on the field, and that's super important because if you know your cornerback's going to come in for blitz, your strong safety, your free safety needs to be aware of situations, or the defensive end knows that he's coming up, so he's got to make sure that he doesn't get in his way and stuff like that. So Brian's got a great scheme, and he's a wonderful coach. He's probably one of the best defensive coaches I've been around in my 15 years as semi-pro.
Well said, Michael. Well said. All right. Stealth are dropping back to punt. John Schweiker lines back. And
it's a line drive.
Kick and kicks it to about the 20-yard line out of bounds. Actually, about the 15 it's going to be spotted at. So the Tanks will be taking over on their own 15-yard line. All right, wow. Definitely. So Tanks are taking over. First, they'll be 1st and 10 on the 15, a chance to go up 28-0 or more. So, blame depends on. Don't know if they'll go if they score. Don't know if they'll go for 1 or 2. But
yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you guys what I'd like to see is this game to be used to get the offensive line a little bit more in sync. I think that's one of the weaknesses we have right now is this offensive line hasn't had much time together, and the more plays that they get against a team like this right now, the better it's going to be when we go up to Butler County or if we end up playing the Cincinnati Dukes, two of the teams that are starting to show themselves as contenders in this league.
Well said. The Dukes especially have been Butler. People talked about the Dukes have been a nice surprise. And ball snapped on shotgun. A.J. Williams runs. He's got room. He's down the left sideline. He's trucking. Oh, wow. That's the first time I've seen he's down to the stealth. Oh, maybe a late hit out of bounds. Okay, face mask. All right, so we're going to have a face mask. A.J. Williams, Tanks came out in shotgun. He had room down the left side. That is the first time I've seen somebody chase him down this year.
Duke Edwards come up from behind on him and caught him. That's a heck of a defensive play by Duke. A touchdown saver. Jarian Robinson, my bad.
Yeah, I remember Darian Robinson in high school. Man, he was a quick guy.
He showed some speed there, catching him from behind. That's a heck of a touchdown. It was a touchdown-saving play.
That was, wow. That was big for them. So we'll see what they're going to call that. Looks like referee coming out to the middle of the field, and it's going to be, oh, wow, blocking the back on the Tanks. And a face mask. So
they're going to offset the penalties.
Stealth are going to get a huge break here.
Yeah, so it just restarts from the field, the original point of play.
A.J. Williams, who averaged 21 yards a carry his first 2 games, and then burst loose just now for about 70 yards, is going to have his run called back.
Yep, and so instead of it being like 1st and goal, it's going to be back to where it was. It's going to be 1st down on the 20-yard line.
Offsetting penalties, it just resets the play. So we'll take that as a wash, actually. It could have been bad for us had the face mask penalty or whatnot. But
that's true. It could have been 1st and 20.
Yeah, back in our end zone or something, yeah.
All right, Tanks are coming out. Shotgun 2 wide outs to each side. Back to the right of Job Swords. He snaps it, hands it off to Micah Brown. Micah cuts back, but he's met right at the line.
Number 57 came through the line on that, managed to make a tackle.
And that is, 57. That is Heath Tackett. He was ready to Meet him at the line there.
That's kind of my point that I said originally, though. This offensive line needs to get used to each other. I remember 3 years ago we had a unit that had played so many years together that they knew what the other guy was going to do most of the time. And so once that happens, and I see our team doing that, it's going to be Nelly bar the door because that's our weakest link, and it's just going to get stronger.
Well said. All right. Yep. And Tanks are
Oh,
lining
man.
up. Snap.
The protection.
Swords has a lot of time. He launches it deep, and we've got a flag down. And the foot thrown deep.
There's a little bit of hand fighting down the field.
Pass was intended for number 18, Dominique Nichols. Swords had all kinds of time there. That was the line, like you said, Michael, it's been very, we've got, because used to have guys like Jonathan Goss.
They're going to call pass interference on the defense.
Oh, wow.
Robbie Logan and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Robbie's still listed on the team. R.J. Mosley, we had a great unit, but these guys out there now are talented and as good. It's just, a couple more games like today, I think it's almost like a practice scenario. I mean, not to make too little of the stealth, but honestly, we're a little bit better caliber team than they are at this time.
Yeah, and the line let's see, they're going to move that forward. So the Tanks are going to have the ball now on the stealth 45-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. Tanks come out, leading 21-0 with 9:20 to go. Shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side and back to the right. And the ball is snapped. We got a flag down. And it's going to be a false start on the Tanks.
Yeah, the latest addition that we got is number 74, John Pryor. I think he had some college experience at Ohio University.
Oh, just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. But he's a heck of an athlete, great blocker, and I think, honestly, he's going to be the difference. But, again, these guys, they've only probably played, 7-8 games from last year to this year as a unit, and it's going to happen. And once it does, we'll make a good run in the playoffs.
Yeah, it'll be big. All right. And it's shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side. Sword snaps it, fake the handoff to Micah Brown, runs up the middle, but he's tripped up after gaining about 5.
To add on to that, John Pryor actually was recruited to go to Florida State. He played his first year with Bobby Bowden, and he transferred to OU. And he didn't quite get to the draft, but he was on the Detroit Lions roster.
They picked him up as a free agent, if you will, yeah.
All right, Tanks shouting shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side again, back to the right. Fakes the handoff to Brown. Swords drops back. He breaks a tackle to the right side. He's looking to throw. And he launches it deep for
Interception.
throws it into a herd of people. It's knocked down. Whew.
That could have been bad. That could have been very bad.
And this is Job's really the first time he's consistently ever started at quarterback, as talented as he's been, and so he's still learning about when to throw it, when to force it, when not to. And
I think that would have been a better play for him to tuck it and run it. That could have been that would have been a bad situation for us. What do we got here? Shotgun formation?
Yeah, shotgun. We're going 2 wideouts to each side again. Back to the left this time, 3rd and 10. And we line up, read option, pitch to Micah Brown. And
good play by 13.
He is hit in the backfield. And that is number 13, DeAndre Simpson for the stealth. So, Tanks are – it's going to be 4th down and 10 for the Tanks, leading 21-0, 8:02 to go in the second quarter.
Looks like they're going for it.
Yep. And they're going to go for this. They're again sticking with shotgun, 2 wideouts to each side, back to the right. Swords gets a call from the sideline. And ball snap, fakes the handoff to Brown. Screen's thrown to Clay. He catches it, breaks the tackle, but he gets 6 or 7 yards. Stealth wanting fumble, but they're calling it. Let's see. Yeah, they're calling it marked down. So it's going to be stealth ball, 1st and 10 on about the 40-yard line.
Good defensive stand by the stealth.
I agree, Nate. I agree. That's absolutely.
And really, that is Michael Clay's first catch. That is Michael Clay's first catch this year that has not been a touchdown.
It's not the first time somebody's called me Nate.
Well, you two, you don't look anything alike with each other, but you're definitely both good men, and I appreciate you spending time with the team like you have the last 4 or 5 years. It's been great to have you around.
Yeah, Nathan Newton is one of the players on the Tanks. He's number 63. He's also my older brother.
But he's not your bigger brother.
Exactly. Ain't that the truth?
Oh, wow. All right, Stealth lining up. They got it 1st and 10. They're going empty backfield, tight end and 2 wideouts to the right, tight end and a wideout to the left. Schweikert looking, makes a call. Ball snapped. Schweikert under heavy pressure. Oh, wow. Dale Swords just knifed right in there and tackled him. And that's going to be a big loss for him.
Yeah, he looked like he dropped back and didn't know what to do. I mean, he was in his face by the time he got that. But by the time he dropped back, he had a guy in his face.
A 15-yard loss.
Yeah, that's
a
good.
Bigger brother, Nick, is you're just much taller than your blue brother.
Thanks for putting it easy for me.
I think you got about a foot on it, maybe.
All right, so it's going to be second and about 25 to go for the Stealth, and see Tank's in. Tank showing blitz. Stealth empty backfield, 3 wideouts to the right, a tight end, and a wideout to the left. Ball is snapped, screen to Duke Edwards up the middle. Edwards gains about actually gains about 20 yards.
Yeah, he got those yards back and then some.
Before he got ran down by Chris Hill. That guy has just found the seams tonight. He is.
That's a decent call on the Stealth, though, with the showing the blitz like that. A quick pass down under or a screen sometimes is your best friend with a defense like this right here.
Good point. Yeah, because sometimes you get that big sack and then get the defense rushing real hard.
Yep, they're chomping at the bit to get that quarterback now.
Yeah. All right, 3rd down. Yeah, it's going to be the empty backfield. Tight end, 2 wideouts to the left, 2 wideouts to the right. Schweiker drops back. Pass is deflected by Justin Staggs, but we have a flag down. It's likely going to be.
Yeah, because they continue to play. And that will give them the 1st down if you look at the sticks out there.
Looks like they're calling this. Looks like they called it holding. Was it?
Oh. Hang on.
On the holding on the.
Yeah, it's going to be a 1st down Stealth.
So, well, either way, that's enough to make it 1st down. So, Stealth will.
You guys know what the call was?
Hitting from behind, so yeah.
Okay, looked like a.
Obvious penalty there. That's something we would.
Yeah. Looked like a roughing call there. So the Stealth are going to have it 1st and 10. Tanks are leading 21-0 right now. 6:47 to go in the 2nd quarter, and they're just about right at midfield. So Stealth, they're lining up pistol formation. They're going to have. They're going to have 3 wideouts to the right side, 1 to the left. Schweikert drops back to pass, throws a screen to Kane, and he's got a little bit of daylight. He breaks a tackle and goes out of bounds after a gain of about 9 yards. Yes, that's Kane that caught that.
Yeah, about 9 or 8 yards there.
So that's going to create a 2nd and short for him. All right, so, now the Stealth are going to line up again. They're in shotgun, or pistol, 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. 6:35, 2nd quarter. Tanks leading 21-0. Tanks line up with a 4-man front. Snap to Schweiker, drops back. It's picked off by Richard Ellery, and he takes it down the right sideline. He's got room. Big Tony Murphy running down to make a block. Ellery hurdles the defender. He's gone, and he's in the end zone. Richard Ellery.
Man, he picked that. I thought he was going to get tackled there, and he just hurdled the dude.
What would you call that? About a 65 pick six, 55-yard pick six, probably.
Probably, yeah.
55, maybe more. He caught that pretty deep.
Somewhere around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he caught that. Somewhere around the 25. So yeah, that's